Alright, what's going on everyone? So today I'm really going to be getting into the most overhyped Supreme collabs that have happened during the Spring/Summer 17 season. Obviously, we've had a lot of collabs that deserve the hype, and then we've had some that don't, and really I'm going to just get straight to it. Some of them do deserve the hype, but way too much, and I'm really just going to get straight into this. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Be sure you guys subscribe if you are new. Sport's been incredible lately. Thank you all, and obviously I still can't reply to any comments. I'm away at sleepaway camp. I apologize. But anyways, let's get straight into this video, and I hope you all will enjoy. This is definitely one of the most overhyped collabs we've had during this SS17. Right here, Supreme Thrasher, and obviously this collab, a lot of people are talking about. A lot of people are like, hey, this is a dope collab. I'm hyped for it. Obviously, so many people that cop Supreme are skaters. Really, when you get into it, everyone's like, oh my gosh, a skater collab, we're doing well. And obviously, Supreme Thrasher collabs haven't had good recent history, but obviously, a lot of people are like, hey, you know, I think this one's gonna do well. I want to cop this one. A lot of people were interested, but then, really, when you get to drop time, we had 10-minute sellout times, and that just shows you this collab is way overhyped, and more people were doing way more talking and not enough copying. And really, when you get into that, that shows that this collab is way overhyped. It really didn't go well for Supreme or Thrasher, and obviously, the items are now selling for like retail or below retail, and it's not really good for Supreme right now, considering that most of our items have really had any resale value in the last couple weeks because they just hadn't been overhyped. And really, when you get into it, this is what happened during Supreme Thrasher. So let's get into the next collab. Alright, another overhyped Supreme collab I would actually like to go over is Supreme Week 3. We had Champion collab right there, and obviously we've had a million Champion collabs this year, and really when you go over it though, so many people were hyped for like the sweaters that we had, the hooded sweatshirts, so we have the hoodies obviously, and we had a couple colorways for them, and people were hyped for them. People were like, hey, these hoodies look dope, I'm definitely gonna cop them. We're all looking forward to it. Thing is, there were so many people talking about they'd resell for so much more, but then really when you get into it, a couple weeks later, the resale value is sort of gone. You can just find them for like retail or a little bit above. That's really it. And then when you look at it, the sellout times were so much slower for what was expected. Like, so many people are like, hey, this is gonna sell in like under 30 seconds, it's gonna sell in under a minute, it's gonna sell super quick, or like under 10 seconds. People were saying this could be a huge Champion collab, and obviously so many people were saying it was great, but then the sellout time not reflect that. We had like 3-minute sellout times, 5-minute sellout times, and like even a bit longer sellout times, and people were just like, alright, well, we overhyped this collab for sure, because then the resale value was not much more than the actual hoodie retail. And really when you get into it, I copped this because I liked it, and obviously I sold it, but really when you get into it, this collab is extremely overhyped. Obviously, hopefully you guys can agree with me on this, because we had too many Champion collabs this year, and most of them have been overhyped. So really when you get into it, I think this was an okay collab, but it definitely was overhyped. I think this reasonable put there is definitely going to be Supreme Levi. Now obviously, a lot of people like were calling garbage, and a lot of people are saying, hey, this isn't good, and I understand that, and you know, you can call this collab slept on if you want to. I think it's a fair assumption, but it doesn't have any resale value after the collab, so you can't really call it slept on if it's not reselling for more. So really when you get into this, I don't really understand it, because so many people are saying it's garbage, yet they sold out in like 10 seconds, 12 seconds, which is a lot faster than Supreme Thrasher, and I don't really understand that, because so many people are calling it garbage, and yet it sold out fast. So there was some hype behind it. Like, some people are like, hey, don't sleep on this, and you know, by the time everyone got the drop time, everyone saw some good items, like, hey, and suddenly this collab became super hyped. Suddenly everybody wanted some Supreme Levi, and this really just brought too much hype to it. And then really when it comes to drop time, it all sold out super quick for some reason, even though people are like, hey, this collab sucks, which really it doesn't make any sense, because if people are calling it bad, then why are they copying it? So this collab definitely is going to be put it overhyped, because it got a lot of garbage, but then it got a lot of hype, and that really didn't go well together, considering that about a week after it was selling for retail again. So really when you get into it, this collab is definitely overhyped, because when it came to drop time, it suddenly got a bunch of hype, and then its resale value just fell off really bad. So when you get into it, this really wasn't a good collab. Alright, and finally at number 1, this is definitely a well-deserved number 1, like for the most overhyped collab. It's super easy to guess. Supreme CDG. Now obviously CDG and Supreme collab, the box logo, everyone was freaking out over it, and obviously it sold out in like 4 seconds to 6 seconds. I really can't remember it, but that range of time was just insane. Like, it sold out way too quick. And obviously right now, like about a month or two later, I'll tell you guys its resale value. I can find a box logo tee in my size small for around $275, and it was selling for $400 2 months back. So basically I might as well just cop it right now, because its value is not going to go up. It's just going to keep sinking. And really that just shows you that this collab was overhyped. Just because it was a box logo, all the hypebeasts came out of the dark, and they hadn't done anything all year, and then they came out of the dark for this, and they started copying it, and obviously they tried to sell it, they had success, and now look at the people that have the item. It's like, dang, I can't resell this, it doesn't have any value, there was too many. And obviously it was limited, but then again, you look now, and obviously the sellout times were unreasonable, and obviously because it was just a box logo, everyone came out and wanted to cop it, and if it had been something else, nobody would have wanted to cop it. So really when you look at it, this collab is extremely overhyped. Obviously most box logo collabs are overhyped in my opinion, and really when you get into it, the hypebeasts really came out of the dark and copped this, even though the box logo is was pretty ugly. I'll have to agree with that. It does not look nice. So when you look at it, the hoodie was overhyped and the box logo tee was overhyped. Both really don't have any resale value right now. Yes, they're reselling for a lot more than retail like a normal box logo, but they're pretty much at the bottom of box logo pricing, right below like the bling box logo. So when you look at it, I don't understand it at all, and this collab is definitely overhyped. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video. It means a lot that you guys took your time to stop by. Let's shoot for like 15 likes. It'd be awesome. Your guys' support has been incredible lately, and I just thank you all every day. You know, I post videos and I see you guys here, and it's amazing. Obviously, I'm still away at sleepaway camp, so I can't reply to any comments. If you guys do drop a comment though, help each other out. I highly appreciate it. You guys may have seen something mysterious in the background as well. It is actually just my dog. Her name is Kat. Hello. It's Kat. It's spelled K-A-T. It stands for Catherine. Obviously, it's a bit ironic because we call her Kat and people get confused in public because she's a dog. Hopefully, that's understandable. But anyways, thank you all for watching this video. Be sure you guys subscribe if you are new for more Supreme Palace videos, FTP, whatever it may be, hypebeast stuff. Subscribe for that. And anyways, thank you all for watching this video, and I hope to see you all as a new subscriber in my next one.